What's up guys, this is Sensei. In today's video we're just going to be going over some small changes to the Showdown meta and Showdown overall. Going over the new brawler Amber and how good I think she's going to be in solo Showdown. We're going to be going over the balance changes, what brawlers are going to be better, what brawlers are not going to be as good, and plus we're going to go over Life Leech and the brawlers that you should be pushing there. Now granted, obviously Amber's not in the game, and the update just happened, so this is just going to be my predictions. It's not going to be actual win rates and whatnot, so just keep that in mind. But anyways, let's hop right into it. Alright, so let's first talk about Amber. From what I'm looking about Amber, I think she's going to be a very good brawler in solo Showdown. First of all, number one, she has a very fast movement speed, which is a very good thing. It's something you see in Max, and we all know how good Max is. Crow and Leon, and we all know that they're also pretty solid options in solo Showdown. And even BB, who's also a very solid option in solo Showdown. So pretty much every brawler that has this speed, except for maybe Morris, is good in solo Showdown. So definitely think that Amber is going to be among them. But also for her attack does a lot of damage. I'm looking at the stats right here. It does 3,360 damage per second. If you didn't know, her attack's kind of like a flamethrower. She has one ammo bar, and she shoots flame, and it depletes over time. Right, that's her attack. She does a lot of damage per second. Right, and as far as so she does a lot of damage. She has high speed. Her health is pretty decent at max level 4620. That's a pretty good amount of HP. And her gadget gives her an even better movement boost, an even stronger one, even faster one, a 12% movement boost when she uses her gadget. Plus, it lights oil behind her, which you can use if someone's chasing you to light them on fire. So yeah, I mean, her gadget is very good. When it comes to her star power, her second star power, which allows her to charge her super passively. Of course, in solo Showdown, you camp a lot. That's also gonna be very good. So. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these stats I'm seeing looks like Amber is going to be a pretty good option in solo Showdown. So, obviously, it's going to be completely up to luck whether I get Amber or not. But once I do, be sure to look out for a push to 1K. Anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts about Amber. Let's go over the balance changes. All right, looking at the balance changes here, as you can see, Bo got his tripwire gadget nerfed. So basically, Bo's not going to be able to just get an instant kill on anyone he wants. This is going to nerf Bo a lot in solo Showdown. Yeah, and especially since there isn't really a lot of grassy maps where you can use his first star power. Bo's going to drop back to where he once was, which was decent. Not not at the top, but pretty decent overall. For our next nerf, we have Max running gun being decreased by 50%, and yeah, this while it is a welcome nerf, it's not really going to do much because Max's speed is still really strong. Max's reload speed is still very pretty fast, even despite this. And yeah, Max's gadget is still very strong. So yeah, I don't think this is going to really affect Max much. So next we have Gale increased attack reload speed of 14%. Now, this is actually pretty good reload speed buff, and I actually think this is going to help Gale a lot in the meta for sure. M's and attack reload speed buff. It's gonna make M's a bit more decent. Yeah, I mean M's hasn't really been that good since she was overpowered with her gadget, but yeah, this is gonna help. This is gonna help M's be a bit better. 8-bit now, this one's kind of huge. Increase health from 4,300 to 4,800. So basically, 8-bit's health is the same as Pam. This is gonna bring 8-bit, I feel like, into the A tier from the B tier. Definitely not on the close range tank maps. 8-bit's going to be trash there, especially if you have throwers there. Yeah, I mean, so he's not going to go back to his former glory, but he's still going to be pretty good on the open long range maps. I think 8-bit's going to be really good on those. Nita, increase attack reload speed by 12%, and Bruce can now move while using the bear stun. I think this is a pretty good buff for Nita. I saw someone push Nita to 1K when I was pushing my spike, so yeah, I think it's going to make Nita a lot more viable. I think these maps are way better for Nita than they used to be, so that's probably why she's doing a lot better. Colette, increased supercharge rate from super by 100%, which basically when you use your super against someone, you can get it filled. You can get your super bar recharged back by 50%, which is really good. And as you know, Colette, all she needs to kill any brawler in the game is 2 hits and a super to kill any brawler in the game. And they increase her attack reload speed by 11%. I think this is a pretty big buff for Colette, and so I definitely think she's gonna be a lot better in the Showdown meta. But yeah, that's pretty much it for balance changes. I mean, we do have Showdown being removed from powerplay, but I mean, I don't really play powerplay, so yeah. But anyways, let's go over what you guys really came here for: Graveyard Shift and the brawlers to play there. Alright, and now finally time to talk about Graveyard Shift. So I'm gonna just explain it for those of you who have not seen Graveyard Shift. Basically, you constantly take damage, and the only way to get health back is by either having some sort of healing attack or super or gadget or some kind of healing mechanic, whether it be something like Poco Super, something like that, or by for everyone else that doesn't have that, simply by doing damage to a brawler, you'll get some healing back, and if you kill a brawler, you will be healed back to full. Now, basically, there's 2 types of brawlers that are going to be good on Graveyard Shift. The first type of brawler is going to be the chip brawlers. Okay, these are brawlers that are very good at getting chip damage without actually taking damage themselves. And brawlers like this are going to be Curveball Spike. It's going to be brawlers like Tick. It's going to be good, and brawlers like Crow, especially since Crow does poison damage. That poison can actually heal him up and keep him healed up. Yeah, brawlers that are really good at chip damage are going to be really good. I think you could probably even throw Pam into that mix as well. The next type is going to be the Rangers. The Rangers aren't going to be as good as the chip and the other type we're going to mention, but they're still pretty decent. Is going to be brawlers like Piper, who can just deal a single damage shot from out of nowhere and then just hide. And yeah, those type of brawlers. But by far the best type of brawler for Graveyard Shift is going to be what I like to call the healing brawlers, and these are going to be brawlers that have healing abilities, which of course in a mode where you constantly take damage and can't heal naturally, obviously are going to be broken. So yeah, and especially since Supercell actually forgot to nerf, because normally healing would be broken, right? So Supercell nerfed healing for so that it wouldn't be broken. However, they forgot to nerf the healing for gadgets, so any healing gadget will still have its same value, and this is going to be big. So you got brawlers like Sprout, especially with that shield and the healing gadget. Sprout's going to be very good. Of course, Barley was already broken just because even with his healing star power nerfed, he still could out heal his damage. But then you add his healing tonic gadget, which heals him for 500. I mean, Barley by far going to be the best brawler for Graveyard Shift. You got brawlers like Sandy, who can literally heal back to full. That is just so broken. Yeah, I mean, Pam is also pretty solid as well, especially since Pam got her new gadget. Tanks generally aren't really good, but you do have BB and Bull with their healing gadgets. And yeah, is there anything that I'm missing? Let me just double check. I said Tick, Barley, Sandy, Crow, Sprout, Pam. Yep. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, the healing brawlers, the chip brawlers, and then the occasional long-range brawler who can just, snipe you out of the bush. The Piper that can ambush you out of the bush, dealing 3k damage. Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And peace.